Salutations and welcome to the Omni platform for the development of contemporary superpowers. Are you feeling fatigued from all of the chaos of ordinary being existence? All of the confusion, the contradictions, the gaslighting. Who am I? Why am I here? Where did I come from? And where am I going? Things are not as they ought to be. Division is everywhere. Everybody is divided. But don't worry, there is clarity behind the terror of the situation. We can find unity at the Omni platform for contemporary superpowers. We can begin to know the cosmos and understand the nature of reality. But first, know thyself. A human is subdivided into many parts, but first, we start with the main constitutions of a human: the thinking, feeling, and moving centers. All esoteric or inner work begins with self-observation. The observation of our thinking, feeling, and moving. Great nature provides humans with a perfectly working automatism for thinking, feeling, and moving, but not for the service of humans, but for the service of great nature. For the service of anything higher, one needs the psychic function of consciousness. I am thinking, but do I know that I am thinking? I am feeling, but do I know that I am feeling? I am moving, but do I know that I am moving? Next, we need to observe the nature of our reality and that we are living in a food chain where life eats life. No creature, no phenomena can survive without an external impulse or force or energy for its survival. This is one of the first laws that we learn at school. If you don't believe me, simply observe in the garden or in nature. Life eating life for its survival. For a human to survive, there are 3 types of food. The physical food that we eat, the air that we breathe, and the impressions that we receive. The contemporary human, living in ordinary being existence, is depleted in nutrition, especially when it comes to the receiving of impressions. And in this realm where life eats life, we find ourselves living on a chessboard of division, us versus them. All of the contemporary media that we receive and digest is all about devils and angels, left versus right, us versus them, the good versus the bad. The thesis versus the antithesis. The objective is to get off the chessboard into the synthesis, the third option. Let's return to the centers of a human, the thinking, emotional, and physical. Ordinarily, a human will receive their information and data from the chessboard of life. The black versus the white, the yes versus the no, the left versus the right, all creating a dichotomy of control. Ordinarily, humans are unorganized in the thinking and emotional centers. They receive all of their data and information through the physical 5 senses, from the chessboard. They lack the will. The will cannot be reached. There is no connection, no contact with the will. They are living their lives in the wrong direction, under mind control. The objective with contemporary superpowers is to change the direction of our influences, impulses. We receive data and information from the will, down into the organized thinking, emotional, and physical centers. When we change the direction of how we receive our data and information, we can become free from the machine and the mechanics of the lower three centers. Through various exercises and work, we can start to become free from the lower three centers, the mechanics, the machinery. We no longer have to be controlled by extraneously caused vibrations and impulses. We can become free from the inside. We begin to have will. We can begin to do. We can live life instead of life living through us. At the Omni platform for contemporary superpowers, we will teach you how to use concentration, conscious relaxation, and inner-generated imagery. Ordinarily, humans lack concentration, and with the rise of technology, the ability to focus our concentration is in decline. We have various exercises to increase our concentration. We then have the ability to enter conscious relaxation. We are no longer at the mercy of the sympathetic nervous system, being controlled by external information and fear. We can have an inner relaxation, an inner stillness and silence, which will then lead us to the inner generated imagery, so our minds are no longer controlled by the media, by the extraneously caused vibrations from external influences. After time, we can learn how to truly do, how to live life with an inner freedom, with concentration, relaxation, and inner generated imagery. We get to design life. The planetary body, once born, goes into entropy, but the inner functions of a human has the potential for evolution. If you are resonating with any subject that you've just listened to, please contact the Omni platform for the development of contemporary superpowers. Thank you for listening. To join the Omni platform foundation study groups for the development of your contemporary superpowers, please check out the links in the description. Thank you.